Hey guys, it's Brittany and welcome to Brittyween 2021. So I mean, if you couldn't already guess, this year, so now 2 years in a row, this is the second year, it's Jeepers Creepers themed. And the reason why Jeepers Creepers 4 is coming out this month, October 28th. I mean, at least that's what it says, right? And guess what? I'm in it. No, I'm kidding. That's my biggest announcement. No, that's not my announcement. I wish. That would be a dream. So I found out about the fourth movie last November. So right after Brittyween 2020, which last year, if you were here last year, it was a Jeepers Creepers theme. So I feel like I manifested this. And now there's a fourth movie coming out and I am just so excited. So I just felt like I had no choice but to make my theme Jeepers Creepers this year. I guess I was ahead of myself last year and I manifested it, so I'm super excited. But I want to say, if you have not seen Brittyween 2020, definitely watch it. There were 2 investigations that Jonathan and I went to. Jonathan is my brother. He was Derry last year and I was Trish. We went to certain haunted places that were very Jeepers Creepers vibes, such as this car museum, and we also went to this haunted village where there's a barn, there's a church, and it was just very Jeepers Creepers vibes. So definitely check out my Brittyween 2020 playlist if you want to get even more Jeepers Creepers vibes and just, I live. I also have Brittyween merch, so definitely check it out. The link will be down below. And I just so happen to have my orange Happy Brittyween hoodie. It was in my filming room. I have been wearing this like all of September. It looks so good with my brown hair too. I love this hoodie so much. So this has been super popular with you guys, and along with the Loved by Demons. So definitely check it out in the description box below if you haven't gotten yours. So getting into this video, are you guys excited for the first Brittyween video? So I had to make it all about Jeepers Creepers. Of course, this is so messed up. And I recently found out about this and I was like, what the heck? I need to film this for Brittyween dressed as Trish. So here we go. So we all know that Jeepers Creepers is my absolute favorite horror movie. But what if I told you there's an actual real life Jeepers Creepers killer out there? Yeah, his name is Dennis DePue. So, on April 15th, 1990, Dennis DePue's wife, Marilyn, was missing. And his neighbors were really suspicious of him because Marilyn and Dennis, they were kind of going through a divorce and they had a very rocky relationship. So the neighbors automatically were like, there's something wrong with him, like, he's suspicious, look into him. So how exactly did Marilyn disappear? Well, this is disturbing. So viewers beware, it is disturbing. So Dennis severely was beating his wife, Marilyn, in front of their 3 children. He was severely beating her as they were watching. And they were, screaming, saying, stop, like you're hurting her. She couldn't even answer them because it was that severe. She was unconscious pretty much. He then told his kids that he is going to take their mother to the hospital to get her help, to save her, to make her better. But woo! That was a huge lie. He was not taking her to the hospital. Instead of taking her to the hospital, he shot her in the back of her head. So when he went to dispose of his wife's body, he thought he was all alone, that nobody would see him doing this and he was fine and he would get away with it. But no, there was a couple that was driving along that road. And this is when it gets all Jeepers Creepers. So the couple that were driving along the road, they passed by this old school, an old schoolhouse. And Dennis was right behind the old schoolhouse with his wife's body, his wife's corpse, wrapped in a sheet, drenched in blood, and disposing her body. Does that not sound like the opening scene in Jeepers Creepers when Trish and Derry are driving down the road? They go to the old church and they see the creeper disposing of a body, or bodies actually in his case, and there's a sheet wrapped around the bodies with blood stains all over them. Now, what makes this more like Jeepers Creepers is in the TV show Unsolved Mysteries, there was an episode about this case, about Dennis. And in the reenactment, when this couple saw Dennis disposing of his wife's body, it looks literally just like the scene in Jeepers Creepers. So, was Jeepers Creepers inspired by was the opening scene inspired by this case? I wish I could show you the videos, but I don't want to get in trouble and I don't want to get flagged, but I will leave the link down below to the Unsolved Mysteries episode so you guys can see the similarities, but you're gonna see them in the pictures anyway. Like, it's literally, it's the movie. It's literally what happened, and just, you know, the camera angles and everything. So that's what makes me wonder, was the opening scene inspired by that reenactment and by that story? Because it's just so much alike. There's no way. I mean, anything is possible. It could be some crazy coincidence. Also, another huge similarity is, of course, in the opening scene of Jeepers Creepers when the creeper is coming up behind them and, you know, honking the horn and going crazy, and then he finally goes around them. That's literally what happened to this couple. And in the reenactment, the van pulls up right behind them. And he's like, you know, swerving around. Like, it's literally Jeepers Creepers, or Jeepers Creepers is this case, because this happened in 1990. Jeepers Creepers came out in 2001. So it only makes sense that Jeepers Creepers was inspired by this story. But maybe it wasn't? I mean, I don't know. Nobody has come out and said that. After the murder, Dennis was on the run and sent a total of 17 letters to his friends and family where he tried to justify Marilyn's murder. These 17 letters were postmarked in Virginia, Iowa, and Oklahoma. Unsolved Mysteries aired this episode of Dennis DePue's crime in March of 1991. On the night that it aired, a lady named Mary returned home, and her boyfriend, Hank, was already there, which was unusual. He told her that his mother was ill and needed to make an emergency trip home. But spoiler, Hank was actually Dennis. He was living under this totally brand new identity, and he was scared shitless because his episode was on TV. Later that night, Mary was completely shocked to learn that Hank was actually Dennis this entire time. After the broadcast of Unsolved Mysteries, there was a viewer who recognized Hank, who was actually Dennis, and reported his license plate number of his van. 4 hours later, police finally found him. Dennis was shooting at them, and eventually he turned the gun on himself. Let me know what you guys think. Do you believe that the opening scene of Jeepers Creepers was indeed inspired by this case and by that reenactment scene. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Birdie44, hashtag both for the friends, hey! And I will see you guys in my next video. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Where did you get those eyes? I hope I don't get copyright. Ugh. Anyways, I'll see you later. Beating you.